This is Terry Carson. Terry is very famous on the local Merseyside and Cheshire boxing scene now, a famous MC, Master of Ceremonies. I've called him in today to talk about people who he's boxing with in the era, and the first person is Peter McCann. Peter McCann was Birkenhead's first ABA champion, and so I'd like to ask Terry, what do you remember about Peter? You actually boxed Peter as well, didn't you?
I did. We went to Rill Town Hall, and I was a light middleweight and Peter was a middleweight, and both our opponents didn't show. Don't think they fancied us because we were both internationals anyway. So they didn't show. So they said, "Will you box?" You know. So in them days, you didn't care about weight. You know, nowadays you know more about it than I do. You've only got to be a kilo over and, you know, 2 more fights and
so just to fill the bill.
Fill the bill. I'm 5'7". I was 5'7.5", but I was 5'7". Peter was 6'3", middleweight. One of the hardest punches you've ever known in your life, Peter. Peter would knock you out with a clip. Peter had something that I've never seen since, or before really. He had perfect timing. Whereas you see people knock people out sheer power, Peter could clip you on the jaw and knock you out. That's how good. He had perfect timing. So I'm boxing against Peter McCann, who's 6'3". So what do? You get in his shorts and stay there, and that's it. And that's all, because I was the first one for about 15 or 16 bouts. That went the distance with him.
Wow.
He knocked everybody out, Peter. You know, one of the best stories. I had everybody has a nemesis. Mine was Tom Imrie. Now Tom Imrie was a Commonwealth gold medalist, Commonwealth silver medalist. He won the ABA titles 3 times. So if you lose to him, it's okay. Peter boxed him and knocked him out in 72 seconds.
Brilliant.
You know.
What a man.
Yeah.
So the first man to win an ABA title, am I right in saying it was
1968.
68. So went on to box professionally then.
Yes. Peter, unfortunately, he wasn't the most prolific trainer. He wasn't in love with training. The likes of yourself, you train any day, every day, same as I did. Peter reluctantly trained.
Relied on his talent more.
Is right, yeah.
Yeah.
And his speed of punch and power of punch, he relied on them. And he boxed a guy called, he'd had 7 knockouts, by the way.
As a professional.
As a pro. And then he boxed a guy called Sid Falconer. Now Sid Falconer had a name for being a hard man. And Sid was out about the time, you know, before he boxed. He was telling him how hard a puncher Peter was. He said, but they won't. That's one of his supporters said, but they won't put these Sid down. Peter, from the first round, hit him from pillar to post. How the referee never stopped the bout, I'll never know. Second round, third round, got to the 5th round, whether it was a punch or a bad throw for Peter, the shoulder went, and he got caught and he went down. While he was down, he went to the pack in. No, he made him carry on for another round. Then he retired from boxing.
Because the injury.
Because of the injury, but he was. I don't think he was ever that much in love with pro. He was in London, and I don't think he was a lover of London. Yeah. He was never. He was a Birkenhead man.
Yeah.
Through and through. It's no matter where Peter went, and I went to a lot of places with him. He wouldn't say he was like he used to skit at me because I used to say, "We're from the Wirral."
Yeah.
We're from the Wirral. We're from Birkenhead. You know, that was Peter.
Yeah.
And it's because I announced people, you know, from a lot of walks of life and everything. And I always say, this is the Wirral. But no, it's not. So Peter, It was Birkenhead.
But a tremendous amateur boxer and a decent pro too.
I'll make a statement, and I made it for a long, long time ago. Had Peter been as prolific trainer, he'd have beat John Kelsey.
Wow.
And to say that, I'm putting my
Reputation.
I am putting my reputation on the line because, and I love John. I sparred with John when he was 14. I sparred with John Conti. Peter, honestly, I think Peter, that's his best, would beat anybody. You know,
Fantastic.
that's a perfect statement, honestly. You know, Peter was in Germany, boxing against the Germans, and when you box representative internationals or whatever, both sides of the ring, and then you get introduced to your opponents, and that's you only swap flags or presents or whatever. And Birkenhead, great heavyweight, was there. John Judson was a light heavyweight, and Peter and John Shields were middleweights. And when they were getting introduced, there was this giant of a boxer, giant, and he said to Birkenhead, "You've got your work cut out. You see the size of him." Then when they got introduced, it was Peter's opponent, and he was animal. He was massive. Peter had no intentions of boxing him whatsoever. No way am I going to box against him. So they argued about it, blah blah blah. Took him to the scales, everything like that. They refused to go on the scales, by the way. So he had to accept the bout, and Peter knocked him out in the first round.
Wow, fantastic.
Knocked him out in the first round, you know. So that was Peter McCann.